Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Today I just wanted to go over the August setup. I have kind of forecasted what I can do for a no spend month. So let's just grab our glasses and get right to it. All right. Um, August is a fairly typical month. I do have my Amazon Prime, pardon me, that is, oh, sorry about the bouncing around, that is due this month. I have sinking funds available to cover that, so not a problem. I Everything else is pretty standard fare for me. I do plan on doing a no spend month, and I have my I don't even know when I bought these Planner Kate stickers. It was so long ago. Um, and I'll just mark the days that I don't have any spending. But it's going to be unplanned spending. I don't want to say if I go to the grocery store, I don't if it's within my budget, of course. I uh, did lower my budget for spending at the grocery store a little bit because I'm finding I'm not spending as much. I used to spend a lot more helping out with Rachel and the boys, and I find I'm not doing that so much anymore because Rachel is managing, getting to the grocery store and doing the things that she needs to do to make sure there's food for the boys when they get hungry. For a little while with the transition, um, you know, it's tough when you get divorced. I've done it twice, so I know. I was just helping her out, making sure that there was, not that they didn't have food from her, but I just was going out and making sure they had the fun food. So that has decreased quite a bit, and I'm going to adjust my food budget accordingly, which is great for no spend because then it looks like I'm actually spending less on groceries, but it's just a trend that has been happening. So as I mentioned, there's nothing atypical other than the Amazon Prime, which is covered with sinking funds. That is towards the end of the month. So I do need to put in the $50 I just have an automatic draft every first of the month of $50, and I'm just leaving it in place even though I'm trying to focus on that debt. So that will cover everything, and I'll just, when I need it, I'll pull this out because it'll come out of my credit card. I'll just pull that out and pay that portion. The first paycheck looks like I'll be able to put $750 into the debt based on my calculations. I did not put anything for personal care or household, but I expect that I'll have some small expenses there. And now I'm looking at healthcare too. I might need to add something there. I think some of this will be adjusted, but I think overall the amount that I have listed here is going to be pretty spot on. This is where I'll be putting in the $50 from the automatic draft. That'll go into my entertainment, which will cover the Amazon at the end of the month. And then the second paycheck, I do have some pet care and some health care that I added, and hopefully I'll be able to put $1,400 in. Here's where I have the $139 for the prime and where I'm pulling it out of my sinking funds. And if we go back to, and even though the numbers may not exactly match here to what is back here on this other analysis sheet, yeah, right here, the numbers are, I don't think they match exactly, but they're roughly the same. The bottom line is the amount is the same for roughly the same for how much I think I'll be able to pay in debt, which is around $2,100. So, for the month, I think that's a reasonable amount to put into debt for a no spend month. So hopefully that will actually pan out. If it's $100 this way or that, it'll be okay. But that's the plan for August. Hopefully I'll be able to stick to it. With Rachel moving, she's actually supposed to move in August sometime. And of course, I would love to get her a housewarming gift. We've kind of talked about some of the things that she needs moving in. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to defer the housewarming gift uh, until that debt is paid off, and she's fine with that. I don't think she's going to have any immediate needs because she has had a household before, so she has a lot of stuff stored in my basement that she'll be able to use, and her boyfriend also has an established home, so they'll have furniture and all of the things that they need. They're both like cooks, so they have really decent, you know, prep stuff for the kitchen. Um, so hopefully that will be okay. And I have to kind of decide how much I'm going to do. I think my initial thought was about $1,000, but given everything that's happened, I don't know that I can do my like normal extravagant, just get them kind of whatever they need thing. Um, but we'll see. I'll just kind of feel it out when the time comes, and hopefully I'll be able to get her something nice. My son will still be here for a while. He's still going to school. Both of my children are adults, but they are living at home with me. Honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love having them in the house, and having my grandkids here has been awesome. I love them both a lot, even though the youngest one, he's been diagnosed with ADHD, and it's been a little bit of a challenge, but we're getting him into the care he needs, and hopefully we'll be able to help him manage that as time goes on. And he's 6, so it's early in, I guess, trying to understand how to take care of those kind of needs. So it'll be interesting because I have to adjust. My growing, taking care of the kids when they were growing up, I was a very, I'm not sure what to call it, just take things as they come kind of parent, very organic, and I just did what I felt was natural. But with Link, you can't. What I feel is natural is to give him his boundaries, make sure I'm consistent, and it just hasn't been working. So Rachel has been taking him to a psychologist and psychiatrist, working with the school, trying to see what he needs to help him with his, with just being able to control himself in such a way that he's not being a distraction to others. That's more what I'm thinking of. Because if he's disrupting the class, then other people are not able to learn. So we'll see how that goes. In any case, so I won't be completely have a completely empty home. And of course, I do have my 2 cats, Corbin Dallas and Ruby Rod. They'll be with me even after Matt leaves. But I'm, it's kind of one of those things where it's going to be nice, but it's also going to be sad, because again, I do love having my family with me. So anyway, I got off on another tangent. I plan to do a closeout slash, whoops, let's go back to July. I plan to do a closeout slash weekly check-in next Saturday, which will be the 2nd. I'll have received my paycheck on the 1st, so I'll go over what I anticipate will be roughly whether or not I could get this $1,000 into the debt. It's looking reasonably good. It might be $100 less or $50 less or so, but it's pretty close. But I'll check in next week and give you that debt update then. Talk to you then.